This is Bambi. She's a 2-year-old healer Sheltie mix. She came from Mississippi, and we were notified by the Mia Foundation that there was a dog in need that had a fractured leg. She couldn't walk on her other leg, and she had 4 puppies. So they contacted us and said, would you consider? And I said, sure, let's send her up. When Bambi was found, she was found in a ditch in Mississippi and covered with leaves, left to die. A Good Samaritan found her and then contacted Roadside Rescue. When they took her to the vet, they found out that she had milk, so there was obviously puppies somewhere. So the Good Samaritan went back and found her 4 puppies, and that's how we found out about Bambi. Bambi is one of the many special stories of animals that we receive here at Mending Hearts, with a special story and special needs. So, you're a good girl. My name is LuAnne Hilling, and this is my advice. What we do at Mending Hearts is we bring in animals that need a home, that have been abandoned and they're displaced for some reason. We feel like we're their temporary home. So what we do is we provide them the love, the trust. We let them realize that hands are good again, and we also just have a lot of fun with them and bring them out of their shells and make them go back into the personalities that they once were. And we have this area so that nobody can escape. So that if they do get away from us, there's this middle section that keeps them nice and safe. Come on, let's go. Let's go, hello. Started with a promise. And in 2003, I was babysitting my aunt's Sheltie. My aunt asked me, they had gone on vacation with my parents, and they asked me, please don't use a choke collar on the puppy. I don't like that, so I promised I wouldn't. And in the middle of February in Pennsylvania, lots of snow, cold weather, but the sun was shining. It was a gorgeous day. So I decided to take my 3 English Cockers and Heidi for a walk. I made sure her buckle collar was super, super tight and she couldn't slip out of it, I didn't think. So off we go on our walk, and up around the corner, a Great Pyrenees came out that had an underground fence. My guys were fine, but Heidi thought that dog was gonna come after her, slipped her collar, and went running down the road. And again, we're talking February, cold weather, freezing cold temperatures. So I went in after her, but the snow was too deep that she would stay on the top of the snow and I would sink in. I called my brother and I said, I need help. And he said, get out of the woods. You're in a special spot where you could end up in 3 different locations. And none of them are populated, so you're not gonna get any help. So I traced my tracks back, and then he helped me try and track her. We tracked her until we were so cold and almost frostbitten that we could no longer proceed. And then the sun went down, so it was dark. We couldn't go any further. So all night I stayed up and I just said lots of prayers, and at one point I made a promise to God saying that if he brought Heidi back, however, I would increase my rescue efforts. Well, the next morning we all met and we all went out looking. He followed the tracks to a hollow log, put his hand into the hollow log and pulled Heidi out. Totally unharmed, no frostbite, no nothing. She was hungry, she was a little thirsty, but all around the log there were footprints. And that was coyote prints trying to get her, but there was a little tiny barrier around that there were no footprints. So I say it was the guardian angels that I had prayed for to come down and help her. So at that point, when you make a promise, you fulfill it. So here I am, 20 years later. So now I'm gonna get teary, so. Come here, Milo, come here. Good boy, good girl. So this is Milo and Jackson. Jackson is a special story too, because he was adopted, and 24 hours after adoption, he escaped from the owner. So he was on the run for 4 days before we actually found him. And it was in God's time that we found you. Yes, not my time, But it was with the help. I was out all 4 days looking for him, and I used my shoes to put in the trap, and we had Kelly Gonzalez, our local lost dog recovery person, and she actually put my clothing and my shoes in there, and he had my shoe and took it in. So, we've now decided we're going to send dogs with a flight risk with a tracking device, so that way we'll have a better chance of finding them. Okay guys, let's go in. It's way too hot out here for you. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Our capacity is for as many animals as we can house effectively and in the appropriate crates. We are spot checked by the dog warden 4 times a year and more. Like if someone would happen to say, hey, we saw Mending Hearts out there doing something and we want you to check on them, he'll stop in and it will be a spot check, and he comes right in the door. And we have a great relationship with him, and he has a tendency to, he knows what we do it right, and we won't skimp on anything, and even if we have to spend more time, do what we have to do, he knows that, we do what we have to for the best interest of the animal. Come on over and I'll show you our indoor facility. We're getting air conditioning put into the facility on Tuesday. That was something we didn't expect.
But where the dogs are, I didn't notice, is that air conditioning?
Absolutely.
I thought so.
Yeah, absolutely. If I can't stand it, I would never put a dog through that either. So this is our building. We haven't named it yet, but we have this as our indoor facility. So this is our horse area, but that's our cat from the Super 8 Motel that someone dropped off, and it was at their garbage can out in this heat. So we brought her in. She has tremendous hair loss, so we're not really sure if it's fleas, if it's staph, if it's mange, what it is, and mange is very contagious. So that's why she's over here. I already gave her flea meds so that we can get that under control, and we'll be taking her to the vet very soon to get tested for feline leukemia, feline AIDS, and get her all of her shots. This is what we started with. And I have no ability to visualize anything. My brain doesn't work like that, but for some reason, I could visualize and see the big picture here. So this is it. That's the dog area you were in. We took out the garage doors and put the stone facade on the front. I just want to show you, this is some of the donations that we've received. Now, we will go through this food very quickly. And again, I've never really taken the time to figure out exactly how long it takes us to go through a bag, but I know we go through a 55 bag of the Purina dog chow in a week. And that's just with the animals we have now. So, and this is just our dog food. We have cat food too. And say someone will donate it something, we stay with one particular product so that we don't upset the dog's intestinal systems. And we do that with the cats too. But say someone will donate something that maybe we can't use, or what we do is we try and, mix it in with, so it's mostly Purina, but a little bit of the other food. But say someone we had someone bring in 2 tons of food that we couldn't use it all. So what we do is we have people in the community that we also provide food for, so that they're able to keep their animals. If that's one of their problems, that they have to release the animal to us is a financial burden, then we try and provide them with food. It's such a small way that they're able to keep their animal, because that means a lot to them. To have to lose that animal if you've lost, your financial stability, that has to be devastating. So, hello. These dogs were from the area, from the Blair County area, and they had a mom and a dad that had puppies unexpectedly. So they brought them here, and they were moving, so they brought them here to us so that we could find good homes for them. They trusted us to make sure that they went into good homes, and the correct homes too. So when they first came in, they were really hungry. So, but now you're doing good, aren't ya? Yes. Yesterday they were able to go to one of our events, and they were the star of the show. They're 4 months old. 4 months old. So they come in here. Usually they're in the kitchen, but at this point we didn't have room for them. But again, it was one of those situations where I felt like they needed to come in. So we have all this going on. Hi, hello, how are my babies? Yes, I know. Yes, and if people would like to donate money to help paying for the air conditioning, it's probably going to be about $4,000. So, you know, we put the heat in, not expecting to use this for animals. So these guys have only been over here for a couple days. So, you know, we have the fans going on them. We pull in the cool air at night, getting the temperatures down. But again, unfortunately, because of the demand for air conditioning and for that particular unit, we had to wait. So, but it'll be in Tuesday. Ha! And that's the fun part of having puppies. Just watching them come out of their shell. I could stand here all day and watch puppies. Okay, thank you. Midnight. Okay, enough. Thank you very much. Dad, thank you very much. Thank you. Q, come. Come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. So he's very well trained. He's beautiful, and like this was not a bad release. He had to go take care of his grandmother across the country, and he couldn't take Q with him. So, you know, Q is here with us, and he did what he thought was best for Q and to find a very safe place for him to be until we can find his forever home. The average adoption time for our dogs varies. Q won't take very long once we get him neutered. Dogs that are pretty easygoing and don't have too many issues are out the door in less than a month. If it is a pit bull breed, if the dog is older, if the dog has some issues, it takes longer. Puppies, usually once they're posted, they're gone. What do you find in there? What do you find in there?
Oh, Gunner, you're a hot mess.
He is. That nose of yours is going to get you in trouble. So what happens with the adoption process here is we get them fully vetted. They're spayed and neutered as long as they're of age, and all before they leave. So they'll have their rabies, their distemper, their bordetella, and they'll be spayed and neutered. Wait, go. So we'll put them up on Facebook, and then people will call us. We'll go through the interview process, and we'll try and decide through a group of people which one is the best home for them. Like for Gunner, we're going to need someone who enjoys that beagle bark and also has a fenced-in yard, because beagles are nose to the ground. So we try and fit them in. We have them do their research on the breed before they come, so that they know what a beagle is all about. So if they're a couch potato, they don't want a beagle. No, thank you. Come here. We don't. No. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. You don't need to act like that. We don't talk to our friends like that, okay? We don't do that. So we'll bring them in here, and then these two, neither one of these two guys are neutered, so we won't put them together until they are. And then we try and find dogs to get together. So we'll have as big a pack as we can possibly have. So because they're pack animals, that's where they're happiest. This guy, this is Gunner. He was living in a crate, and he was covered with feces and urine, and a Good Samaritan found him and then contacted me and asked if I would take him. So of course, you know, in a situation like that, we definitely need to take him. So we make room, even if we're, you know, if it's an emergency, we'll find room somewhere. Starbright!
Star, Bright.
This is a labor of love. It's a
Star.
24/7,
Hi, my
365 commitment. And I
my
have an
Star.
amazing group of volunteers that come weekly. They come 2, 3, 4 times a week and put in hours of time.
Hi, my name's Lisa Walter, and I've been a volunteer here at Mending Hearts since 2016. Helping these animals is very important to me, and when an animal comes in here, it is our job to make them feel as safe as possible, advocate for them, and find them their forever homes.
My name's Marta Master Pasqua. I volunteer here at Mending Hearts Animal Rescue. I do everything from walking dogs to feeding them to daily cleanup and care, exercising, getting them ready for their forever home.
This is Kitty City. This is where our older cats stay until they find a home. My name is Jo Ellen, and I am a volunteer here at Mending Hearts Animal Rescue. I've been here pretty much a couple months after it first opened. I take care of kittens and cats. We have a Manx kitty, Bobby, over here drinking his water. He has no tail. Hi guys. So we have some company. Yeah. This is Cornflower. He's one of my bottle babies. This is little Fran. I don't know where everybody is. This is Moose. This is Franco. He's a sweetheart, love bug. But then there's another kitten room over across that you can open up. This is Maverick and his brother Iceman over here. Meg is laying in the king queen bed over here. My specialty is with the kittens. I do all of the bottle feeding, take care of the injured, take care of all the sick animals. Most of them end up coming to my house. 10, 11, 12 to 13 in my house right now, kittens.
Oh, okay, and then you're gonna bring them here?
Yep, eventually.
Okay.
We, come here, take care of the animals, you scoop, clean the litter boxes, love on the kittens, love on the cats. This is Kitten Strut. He has a condition called CH, cerebellar hypoplasia. It's also known as wobbly syndrome. It won't get any worse, but it won't get better. He'll always wobble when he walks. They fall a good bit, but he is the sweetest cat ever and is healthy and will live a very long life. That's what keeps me coming every day. The animals, they need us.
We work really hard at trying to make sure that the animals' priority, their health, their love, their trust, everything is a priority here. We all work as a team, even the cat side and the dog side, we work as a team. And then we also have rescued chickens. We do. Oh, well, these girls have become, I have become very attached to my girls.
Oh, so you're not a dog?
So they're not no, they don't go out. Are you ready? Okay, welcome to the coop. Hello, ladies. Say hi. Say hello. I know, I have to pet you first. Yes, say hello. You can't go out. I know. So here are the ladies. Come on. So they're having fun with the grass. We put grass clippings in here for them. Oh my goodness, you like that. We're gonna expand here soon, girls. Okay, ladies. Get back in. Back. I know, I'll be up in a minute. Yeah, what we're looking to do is expand this area right here. We'll go all the way down the center here so that the chickens have a lot more room to run. And they'll never be out without us being here. They'll also want to go back in and roost. So we have a door here that we can open and close so we can let them out to safely run, but I can also call them back in. As you can just say, ladies, and they all come running. Hi, ladies. someone said, if you build it, they will come. And I thought, oh my gosh, all these animals are gonna come. But what I didn't realize was that it involved people too. You know, like people that I may not have ever met in my life, but because of being here, I'm gonna get misty. Because of being here, you know, the people that are here with us are family. You know, whatever they're going through personally, we all go through. And, you know, like this is peace. This is everyone's peace and safety and security. And it doesn't matter like how much money you have or what kind of car you drive or anything that happens. As long as you love these animals, that's what's important. It doesn't matter about anything but your heart. Here we go. Many times I'm crying on this.